Hi, this is Michael Collins. I'm kind of breeze through this for a second. This is our template, our header container, our buttons, our image container, image 1, image 2, image 3. Image 1 will load inside the image container only when you click on each one of these buttons. And the same thing, well, not the same thing for the header container. On the startup of your website, some things are going to load automatically. Image 1 will load into image container, so that can already have something within to fill in the container when you first go to the website. Same thing with the header container. As soon as the website loads up, I'm going to have a separate container, a separate flash file with a header in it, a JPEG, and it's going to load inside the header container. To not have so much stuff on your main page will make your website run a bit faster, as to already having these things on this website, and kind of makes things slower for employers to view your website, and the public, and just regular viewers that want to view your website and your content and your portfolio. They have to wait through the loading bar, and it takes a little bit longer. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out your screen resolution. It's going to either be 1000 by 24 by 768, 800 by 600, or an above 1000 by 24. 800 by 600 kind of makes things bigger on your screen when you view it. If someone make their website in 1000 by 24 and so on. So I'm going to suggest 1000 by 24 to 768. What it is, I create another file, another flash file, by going to File, New, and add script 2.0 and so on. I'm going to cancel because I already have one. And if the file size isn't there, you just click on the size and change it right here. Change the background color by click on it and click on the color. Click on this again just in case it comes off. Press OK. And what we're going to do is create the outline of that template that we saw before. And we're going to add more layers. And to add a layer is to click on this button right here, Insert Layer. And to type within, to name your layers, is to just double click on it, or click on it once if it lets you, and then type in the name. You're going to name each layer whatever you want to call it, so you can keep things in order. Okay, what I have right here is now, fast forward a little bit, I have my 4 layers: background, action script, buttons, and content. I'm going to start on the background layer. I locked it by clicking on it, and I left this one unlocked, the background layer. So what we're going to do is create something simple. I'm going to click on this tab and minimize tab for a second. I'm going to go to this box, the rectangle tool, and I'm going to make sure the outline stroke is not colored. You can click on it and click on that button right there. I'm going to make on the fill colored. I'm going to click a darker gray. I'm going to click on the screen and drag across. This will be the base outline. And now I'm going to lock this layer, go to content, click on that layer, and I'm going to click on the the rectangular tool again, and then I'm going to click on the fill color. I'm going to click on a brighter color, a brighter gray, and I'm going to select and create a box for my header. But of course I would pick the same color. I'm going to pick another color, a brighter gray, click a box for my header. And now I'm going to create, I'm going to lock this layer for content. I'm going to unlock the layer for buttons. Click on the button layer and click a button. Let's do another color out of the blue color. And I'm going to create 3 buttons. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to click on the let's see. Let's create another layer, and let's call this container. Click on the top layer, click on that button, and it inserted another layer. I'm going to double click in here and call this container. Now the container layer, click on the container frame, and I'm going to click create. We'll click on the rectangle tool, change the color. Let's pick a darker gray, and I'm going to click and drag and create a container for my images. Now I have my layout. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start converting and giving names, and then I'm going to give script. I'm going to click on the top. Well, I have it locked, so let's go to content. And then the content is my header. I unlocked it, and I'm going to convert this. I'm going to convert this to a movie clip. I'm going to convert this to a movie clip. I'm going to convert these into buttons. So I'm going to right click on here. Make sure you don't have anything. Make sure everything's locked so it doesn't click another layer. And I'm going to convert to symbol. And I'm going to convert it into a movie clip. Not a button, not a graphic, but a movie clip. And I'm going to name it header container. I would copy and paste this. Copy. Press OK. And I'm going to paste it. Open this tab in properties. And I'm going to paste it here. This is very important. I'll tell you later. Now I'm going to go to another layer for the container. For the image container, which should be under. Let me unlock these and find out where do I have it on. Oh, under container, of course. Click on the container frame. I'm going to right click and convert it. It's a movie clip. I'm going to call it image container. I'm going to copy and paste. Now the next thing is buttons. I'm going to go to the buttons layer, click on the frame, and I'm going to convert every one of these into a button. You have the movie, graphic, button. Click on button. Let's call it image 1. And just continue the same process. Alright, now we have button 1, button 2, button 3, the container, and the header. The next step we're going to do is creating the script for each one. But I am moving ahead a little further. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the image 1, image 2, image 3 flash files that will load into this container. So let's go to File, New, and wait, first of all, let me cancel this. I'm going to select that container. Block everything else. We're going to download the size of the container within our brain, or you can write it down or type it. 508 by 324. 508 by 324. The one doesn't really matter. So let's go to File, New. And it already came with a default size. What we're going to do is 508 by 324. And let's use a gray background. I have one, so what I'm going to do is click on this again and make default. And I'm going to do a new one, do another new one. Now I have 3 files besides this one. We're going to start saving so we don't lose our work. So what I'm going to do is go to File, Save As, and I'm going to call this Index. Into whatever folder you want. Everything you're going to save has to be in the same folder. So I'm going to save it into a Flash folder, a Flash Tutorials folder, and call it Index. It's very important.